Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Six of Arrows in transition. And thinking about this card today, all I can think about was a song. I don't even know who sings it, but it's sailing away. And I was looking at this and hearing that song in my head. And especially with the end of the month coming up, there's a transition going on, okay? This month has been very, very powerful, okay, with the transcending journey that you're on going up. And, a lot has happened during this time. And some of it's been underneath the cover of light. Some of it's been underneath, the sun shining down during the day. And, right now what this is telling me is there's movement towards new possibilities and processes. This is an air sign, okay, the Six of Arrows, all right? And, this guy who's driving the boat, he's driving, that's a swan that he's driving, and that's the Queen of Arrows. And she's always moving from, one pond to the next pond, to one river to another river, all right? And she's always in transition. So, the King of Arrows just dropped off, and he was letting you know, what do you need to focus on clearly? And with that air sign dropping off and this coming up with transition with the Six of Arrows, there's some intellectual powers that are going on right now where you've thought about some things, okay? And as a result of that, there could be some anxiety for the change ahead. But stay positive. I think the last time this came up was right before we made that transition going on, from this piece of the land to that piece of the land. And right after that, the Wanderer came up. So, here you're traveling, and maybe you're doing so metaphorically in a mental state, okay? You've thought about everything that's been going on, the reunion and the joy card that's been down there twice. And, you're sitting by this pond with the archer, the hooded man, both kings. And, the emotional attitude is one of joy, doubled, because it's still down here, twice. And as you're sitting here and you're talking with the hooded man and he's having you reflect inside, the archer's sitting there talking to you about, keep your eyes on a prize. And the kings are letting you know, we need to push forward. Where can you take charge, as well as, where can you focus on things clearly? And as all these messages are coming in, you're looking at it going, okay, I've got a project in mind. This is what I want to do. And I need to transition from here down to a piece of paper, okay? Or from here to vocalize it to the universe for it to happen. And what ends up happening is once you speak it or write it down, you put that plan into action. And it may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, but somewhere down the line, that next step is going to take place. And that's going to be that transitional step to say, okay, we need to move forward with this. So move beyond the old boundaries and use the new methods to resolve the issues. You've gained a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge over the last 30 days with all of the major arcana cards and the life lessons cards that are out there. The 3s and the 6s and the 4s and the 5s, these are all daily cards. This is a daily card for you to know that, okay, I'm in transition. I'm moving from winter into spring. I'm moving from colder weather to warmer weather. I'm moving in creative thoughts to energized thoughts. And once you do that, an excitement starts stirring, all right? That opportunity to do something new on your journey. It may be small, but it could be very, very important, to keep going on that transcending path. And with the new experiences that are coming up, and every day there's something different, right? You can't step back in the same river. It's always flowing. It's the same thing with your journey, okay? You may get diverted off of that journey. You may have to come back to it, okay? But you can't go back and relive something, all right? It's just not possible because the moment's changed. The universe has changed. The experiences has changed. Places, people, you know, all those nouns have changed. And you can't change it. You know, I think that's like rule number 3. Rule number 3 for me. You can't change the past. So let it go. As you're transitioning to the other side mentally, trust your instincts and be aware of the new advantages coming your way, right? Of this new energy with an open heart. And just, okay, you know, universe, I'm ready. I'm ready to make this new transition, whatever it is, in a relationship, in a work environment, career, however you want to look at it. And then welcome it and embrace it. Embrace the opportunities that this transition is bringing to you. And do so with enthusiasm. All right? Because even though there's a lot of air in the sail, okay, and this is an air sign, he's still on water. And there's still some emotional aspects of that. And that emotional aspects, you know, could be anxiety, could be stress, all right? But you don't have that. You've got joy. You've got joy down here twice. And with that, joy being down there twice, you know you can travel. You know you can transition into keeping your eyes on that prize, whatever it may be, right? Making sure that you have the knowledge and the wisdom within to continue on there, that light of hope, right? And just, you know, sitting down there at that pond, reuniting with those that you love. So that's today's card of the day, the 6 of Arrows in transition. I really like this card. You know, it tells me that there's more going on, that there's progress, and as well as moving forward in that process. So, you know, I hope you like this card as well. The 6 of Arrows transition out of the Wildwood Tarot deck. You know, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, and give me a thumbs up. And this is D for the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.